We're excited, and I say Sunday, but obviously you got this show not on a Sunday. We're doing it live, and there's a reason why we're doing it, and I'll explain that in a little bit. But I'm sure you're excited. Everyone's getting this a lot sooner, and also more people are actually getting our show. I love it. So let's jump over to our Q&A, our question and answer. And there's a question that came up, and so yesterday there was an artist, an actor that's on one of my social networks was expressing his experience, sharing his experience at an audition. And the question is simply this, is how do you overcome quote-unquote a bad audition? He had a bad audition. He said he went to an audition, he was fully prepared, he had practiced his monologue, he knew his monologue, had done it several times, went to the audition, went in and blanked out. He had a moment where he just totally forgot everything. And you know what? That happened. Be prepared. You're going to have bad auditions. So what do you do when you have a bad audition? Just do your best to get through it, get past it. I don't want to say get over it, but to get past it, you'll get through it, and just go back and make sure you do whatever you can so that it doesn't happen again. But no, you're going to have those kind of moments. But so that's what you do. You just press through, press on, and it's not the end of the world.
That's right.
And life goes on. Use it as a learning experience. So that's it. That's our Q&A. Now, the tip of our week for the week is your photos. Use your photos and put them on the social networks.
Yes.
And what I'm going to do, because what I mean is like Facebook, Twitter, Google Plus, and LinkedIn. Those are the main social networks, and I'll tell you why. Because the one thing that we're doing, I'm going to share our screen again and go to Google search, and this is what I do when someone, an actor, and when we interview someone, I right away go to Google. I Google their name, and I want to see what comes up. And you'll have pictures come up, any stories that have been written about them, anything on the internet about them will come up.
Yes.
And so when you put your photos up there, if you do it correctly on the social networks, that helps your presence, your branding on the internet. And so what I want you guys to do right now is to type in your name on Google and make sure you sign out. If you look over here on the screen, I'm signed out on Google. Okay, so make sure you're signed out, and then you type in your name. So let me type in, we have an artist that we're going to interview.
Yes.
And we're going to type her name in. But before we do it, let me type in Renee's name, and so we can see what comes up.
You can type it in now?
No, that's fine. Don't worry about it. So what's your professional name? Chambers, right?
Chambers, yeah. Or Chambers.
And so let's watch what comes up. So this is what what we call organically come up. Okay, she's right at the top. You see all her images that come up that are associated with her name. Now, what's interesting here, a couple of years ago, when you would Google Renee, there was another Renee Chambers out there.
No, there still is. There's
and there still is. There still is there. Okay, but what Renee has done, and you look down the page, Renee dominates the first page. From LinkedIn, she has her website there, she has YouTube there, she has Facebook there, and she has other people she's connected with there, so she dominates. So get your photos out there. Now let's Google my name. And then what comes up? Again, that's me. Again, this is all my work. I dominate my page and from all these main sources. Okay, and so Google your name. Okay, and you get your images up there and everything like that. Now the person that we're going to interview, her name is Jeri.
It's Jeri.
And
Sager.
Sager.
S-A-G-E-R.
Okay, and this is who she is. Okay, she's a Broadway actress, recording artist, and see her images come up, and she's on the first page. And so my tip for you is to make sure you get all your professional images. None of this personal images, unless you can connect it to your professional work. Make sure you have it on Google Plus, on Facebook, on
Yep,
Twitter,
LinkedIn.
and LinkedIn. And
Yeah.
if you want any input about that, we do talk about that. We will share that on our PARS membership.info,
Yes.
or just simply ask us. But that's my tip. Get your image out there. Okay, so now that we're talking about Jeri Sager, let's segue into this incredible. This is going to be.
You got her on screen now. She's just an incredible performing artist, a great woman. She loves giving back. Actually, you're going to hear in this interview, she's going to share some of her biggest mentors were, her vocal teachers as well too, teachers that taught her,